Okay, sorry for that interruption. This is part two. I had a phone call come in. So, anyway, yeah, so let's talk about this thing, okay? Someone is addicted to you and everything about you. Someone cannot get over you, okay? Or they just love everything about you, or you just love everything about this person, okay? Spirit is mentioning that someone was cheating or violating a relationship by going on social media and hooking up with people. So it could have been like, sexting, DMing, like sexy pictures, sexual conversation. And, Spirit is saying that you either violated the relationship by hooking up with people on social media, or someone that you were dealing with violated the relationship by hooking up with people on social media. If this is not what happened in your past relationship, this could happen in a relationship that's coming up for you, okay? So you got to keep your eyes open. Spirit is saying that you are being tested by the universe to see how much trust and faith you have, okay? So this only applies if you believe in something. If you don't believe in anything, I guess let the chips fall where they may. Okay. Hopefully you are in harmony with the universe at least. Okay, because spirit is saying this is truly a test. They're gonna see the spirits, guides, universe is going to see what you're going to do in certain situations, okay? Spirit is saying that there is someone that is trying to interfere or prevent you going into relationship, okay? Someone. And spirit is saying it's very important at this time for you to like get in that kind of loving kind of energy, okay? It's talking about doing a love bath, playing love songs, but not sad love songs, like things to get you, do things to get you motivated in that space of love, okay? Because spirit is saying that you either don't have enough love in your life, um or love is not really a priority now, and spirit is saying like it would be beneficial to you to cultivate that loving feeling, those loving feelings, okay? If you have children, spirit is saying watch who you leave your kids with, okay? Because spirit is saying that there's potential for either abuse or molestation with someone who takes care of them, all right? If you don't have children, spirit is saying that you could have suffered, or someone that you are dealing with or that you dealt with could have suffered some kind of abuse and or neglect when they were young, okay? And spirit is making mention of that. Now is the time to reinvent yourself, okay? You are building yourself up, creating the life that you want, okay? You're fulfilling your dreams and accomplishing your goals, okay? But this could also apply to someone that you were dealing with or someone that you dealt with that's building themselves up, okay? You are a natural born spiritualist. You are very spiritual. As to whether you tap in or not, that's on you. But also, spirit is saying that someone that you deal with, someone that you dealt with, could also be a spiritualist, okay? It's talking again about pregnancy and fertility. So, spirit is saying like this is a highly fertile period. So, you could get pregnant or you could get someone pregnant at this time. So, keep your eyes open, okay? Spirit is mentioning stalking, that someone is stalking, someone's stalking. So someone is either looking at your social media, looking who's liking, who's commenting, or you are looking at someone's social media who's liking and commenting and what they're posting as well. Spirit is saying right now your ancestors are the key to everything, to your success. Okay, give them a shout out. Say a quick prayer. Thank you, ancestors. Say, I stand on your shoulders. Without you, I would not be here today. Okay, and spirit is like, feed your ancestors. You could set up a little mini ancestor thing. Get some white flowers like white carnations, put down a glass of cool water, a white candle, a cup of black coffee, some, cookies, candies, cakes, fruits, and dedicate this all to your ancestors. Knock 3 times, say a prayer, light, peace, and progress to the spirit of Granny Smith, light, peace, and progress to the spirit of Grandpa Jones. You know what I'm saying? And then talk to them, okay? And ask them for help. Tell them what you're working on and ask them to help you. Some people have this notion of, oh, leave the dead alone, let them rest. No, they don't want to rest. They want to help you, okay? Because you are connected to them through blood, through the DNA. You carry your ancestors with you, okay? Everywhere you are. And so Spirit is saying they want attention. Meditation, again, is going to be very important for you. So please make concerted efforts to meditate. Okay. Spirit is saying that wherever you are right now, you outlived the situation. You outlived the space that you're in, outlived the job that you're in, the place you are in your career. You've outlived it. And so there has to be some kind of generation of a new energy. Okay. Spirit is saying that there is war. You are either in the middle of this tremendous change, or tremendous change is about to happen. It's mentioning revolution, it's mentioning war. Okay, sometimes revolution, change can be really, really rough. Okay, it could be rough, it could be painful, or revolution can be calm. But in this case, it's talking about there could be some, rough patches and some antagonism, okay? Spirit is saying that, you are either abusing your spiritual gifts by either not using them or using them to harm people, or someone around you could be abusing their spiritual gifts, okay? Spirit is saying that there's someone around you that has malevolent intentions, that they don't have your best interest. You think that they have your best interest, but they really don't. And Spirit is saying that you got to be careful of being set up. Okay, you got to be careful of being framed. Okay, this could be as it relates to friendships, someone in a friend group, something being portrayed as one way and it's really another, someone lying on you, setting a trap, telling you one thing and they really mean the other. Someone is being deliberately deceitful. Okay, and Spirit is saying you got to watch up for that. And Spirit is saying that there's a dark spirit, there's a dark spiritual energy that is around you, around the friend group, something around you. And Spirit is wanting you to, say prayers to revoke it, to rebuke it, to get rid of it. Okay, Spirit is talking about that you have the spirit of a dead child that walks with you. And so, how does this happen? This can happen because you had an abortion, or someone that you were dealing with had an abortion. And so, this spirit is attached to you and connected to you, or that you could have had a miscarriage, or that your mother had a miscarriage either before or after you, and the spirit has some kind of attachment to you. Okay, and so this spirit, in my tradition we call it an abiku spirit, but this spirit of this child can be very jealous. It can be an angry spirit. It can be a spirit that can cause challenges with you having children later on, okay? And so this spirit wants acknowledgement. You can light a white candle and say, Mama loves you, Daddy loves you. I'm sorry you weren't able to come through. I wasn't ready for you, but, I'm going to send your spirit into the light and hope that you come back. Um, you know, uh, when I am ready to have you. Okay, so Spirit is talking about this. All right, if you have any other questions about dealing with that spirit, like I said, you can DM me at Ayaba's Wynd on IG, or you can email me at Ayaba's Wynd, WYND999 at gmail.com. Spirit is saying that you are super cerebral. Okay, like you could be like a mastermind, super intellectual. Okay, Spirit is saying for you it's very important for you to wake either right before the sun rises or right as the sun rises. Okay, it's very important for you to get up with the sun, to salute the sun, to give acknowledgement to the divine and to the universe. Thank you for giving me life. Thank you for warming the earth, giving life to the earth. Okay, Spirit is saying that you and the sun have a very special connection. Just be careful of like feeling, getting headaches. Okay, you can wrap your head in white. What wash your head in coconut milk, coconut water. Okay, something soothing. Blot it and then wrap your head in white with the headaches. If the headaches are severe, definitely go to the doctor and get that checked out. Okay, Spirit is saying for you, it's very important for you to sing when you are in trouble. Okay, when you feel danger, don't stand there and sing. Get out of there if you are in immediate danger. But Spirit is saying it's important for you to sing the song that's going to uplift you, that's going to empower you. So like right now, start thinking about a song. I know that this song, it's called This Little Light of Mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This was a song um, to the ancestors, okay, that the ancestors would sing, okay, especially if you have ancestry from the South, okay. And so this is a really good song. If you don't have any songs, you could try and learn that one, okay. Spirit is saying that people are waiting to see you fail. Okay, it's not nice, but people are waiting to see you fail. Okay, so spirit is wanting you to know, um, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Okay, and spirit is also saying that you could be famous or you can be infamous. That is up to you. Okay, with what you do, with the decisions that you make. All right, spirit is talking about, you came in this world to govern and not to be governed. Okay, so you came in this world to be a boss. Okay, and so spirit is wanting you to find your nook and your cranny, your place in this world and make it happen. Okay, spirit is saying that to the world, you know you appear to have it all together and everything is good, but behind closed doors your private life is a hot it's a hot mess. Okay, and spirit is saying that they want you to get that together. Okay, spirit is saying that you know you also have to make sure you take care of your teeth, because they're talking about something with your teeth. Okay, like I said, I'm not a doctor, I can't diagnose, but they're mentioning for you to stay on top of your teeth, whether it's a cavity, something is going on with your mouth, your oral cavity. Make sure you stay on top of that. Okay, you know Spirit is also talking about, for you, it's really important for you to wear a lot of light colors or white, to sleep in white, to dress in white, to keep that white color is going to help you to vibrate on a much higher level. It's going to help you to get in that kind of meditative zone. And so that's going to be very important for you, okay? It's really important that you don't let people touch your head. Okay, you just don't let everyone touch your head. Okay, it's very important. If the person is not meant to touch your head, something's going to happen. Okay, if they're doing your hair, something will happen when they're not going to be able to do your hair. Or if you allow people to touch your head that are not meant to, you're going to feel it. You could get a headache. There could be some kind of dissonance or something that doesn't agree with you. Okay, spirit is talking about that. Okay, spirit again is mentioning a tragedy from accidents, so be very careful driving. Be very careful with driving with someone who may not have all their faculties. Okay, you got to keep your eyes on the road, especially, and like I said, don't do any extra like tricks, lifting 500 pounds, all kinds of craziness, because you can throw your back out, hurt yourself. Okay, spirit is mentioning with you, you could see 1111, 111. Okay, 11, this is going to be your spiritual number. This is going to be how the ancestors, the spirit guides, communicate with you. Spirit is talking about like a breakdown of the body, so there could be something happening inside your body where something is breaking down, and that's why it's very good for you to go to your physician, your doctor, and get checked regularly. Get that blood panel done, just to make sure like all your vitamins or minerals are balanced and good. Get an STD check to make sure everything is good. Make sure you're staying on top of that. Spirit's saying at the end of the day, no physical person is going to help you like the ancestors can help you. Okay, so I know it's hard for people to understand because you can't see the ancestors, but the ancestors are there and they want to help you. They want to see the bloodline succeed. Okay, so spirit is talking about that. Spirit is saying that someone has a bad temper. Someone has the temper of all of the temper of a murderer. Not to say that you're going to murder someone or that someone murdered someone, but they're saying the temper is so bad that they could black out. Is really nasty. So spirit is talking about, the temper. Spirit is saying that there's some kind of like curse or some kind of witchcraft as something that is trying to destroy the very fabric or the very thing that you are building up. So there is antagonism there. So you really have to be vigilant in setting your intentions for the day. Okay, if you don't believe in God, set your intentions like, I will accomplish this, without any impediment, without any, you know um disturbances and things of that nature, okay? Spirit is talking about your stability is a little shaky right now, okay? You know, things will turn because you did get the Wheel of Fortune. You know, you're entering a new cycle, okay? But right now, the stability is shaky. There could be something with mistaken identity, so be very careful. Do not dress like everybody, okay? Because there could be a mistaken identity. And Spirit is talking about at this time the energy of the police, prison, the law it's like a I don't want to say it's an undercurrent. It's just below the surface. So please don't play with that energy, okay? Because Spirit is saying that that energy could come and snatch you or whoever is in your energy, okay? So Spirit's talking about that. You know, Spirit is saying that, you know, you got to be careful with drinking. You got to be careful with overindulgence, okay? You know, just be careful with overindulgence in food, in drinking, in drugs, in sex, okay? Spirit is talking about that. Spirit is saying that your tongue is real wicked, okay? You could slice and dice someone with your tongue and the words that you say, but you can also manifest with your tongue. You have you know, extremely powerful ache, ability to manifest through your words, manifestations, okay? You know, Spirit is saying that, you know, you got to be careful with fire. Okay, you got to be careful with cooking with flames. You got to be careful with candles. You got to be careful if you were a smoker, like the smoke or the whatever it is catching fire to your clothing or to the sheets or whatever. Spirit is telling you to be careful with fire. It's talking about that there is a war, or there's something antagonism between a masculine and a feminine. Spirit is mentioning this, okay? That something is not right, okay? And Spirit is saying you got to watch eating at other people's houses, okay? Because Spirit is saying that someone could put something in your food to entice you, um, uh, or they can put something in your food to make you sick, okay? You know, if you're a man, masculine, dealing with feminine energies, you know, you heard the stories of, you know, women putting all kinds of things in the food to kind of lock you down and trap you, okay? And so Spirit is saying be very careful with that. All right. You know, Spirit's talking about, you know, you got to be careful with mood swings. You know, your moods may shift, okay? And be careful of going so low you feel like giving up, okay? And that's all I'm going to say about that. You know, you got to make sure that you know, keep your head held high and you stay focused, okay? You know, Spirit is saying that if you have a house, okay, an apartment, and people come over, please feed them, okay? Feed them. You can give them something sweet to drink, give them some cookies, cakes, if not food. And this is a way of, you know, protecting yourself from people talking shit about you. It's like they can't talk shit about you, and it have an effect if you made an offering to them, you sweeten them up, okay? So Spirit is talking about that. You know, Spirit is saying again, you got to be careful with fire. I don't know what it is with this fire thing. You got a red hot energy, okay? And like I said, I'm initiated in the Afro-Cuban tradition, and that red hot energy is represented by, in my tradition, is Shango. Okay, I woke up, you see that. Okay, he's the king. Okay, and so, but he's of hot, fiery energy, and so Spirit is warning you. If you are a smoker, be very careful with falling asleep with, you know, smoking a cigarette or smoking a pipe or smoking weed or whatever. Okay, they're talking about that. They're also mentioning something about your blood, the blood that flows through the veins. So please make sure you are checking your blood. Please be, you know, extra vigilant about who you lay down with, okay? Because, you know, there are sexually transmitted diseases that can affect the blood. So Spirit is talking about that. Spirit is also talking about you got to be careful walking barefoot because you can get things stuck in your foot. Also, Spirit is talking about you got to be careful with needles, and you got to be careful with tattoos because you could get sick. They could introduce sickness. So be very vigilant and watchful, if you do have to get a needle, vaccination, or whatever, that they're, you know, practicing safe um, and clean, hygienic practices, okay? Spirit, when, you know, we talk about the blood, we also talk about the ancestors again. The ancestors want acknowledgement. They're saying that you were born into spirituality, okay? And basically, They're still going to be knocking at your door, knocking at your window. Even if you don't believe in the tradition, you don't believe in honoring the ancestors, they're going to be looking for you, okay? Spirit is saying that someone is blind in one eye and can't see out the other. So spirit is saying, with this saying, this is like my deck dealing with the Southern sayings, 1980s, things like that. Which was really cool as far as fashion and music and film and stuff. But spirit is saying that, there could be something that's happening in front of you that you choose not to see, okay, or that you were ignoring it, okay. And spirit is wanting you to open your eyes, not only your physical eye, but your spiritual eye. Spirit is saying, I'm still standing, Elton John. So, you know, spirit is saying that, you could have been through a lot. You could have been through a lot. You could have weathered the storm, multiple storms. And spirit is saying you are still here, but you are here because you stand on the shoulders of your ancestors. So I'm telling you, if you don't want to set up flowers, the candle, the glass of water, the cup of coffee, whatever, pour some out for the homies, okay? Pour some out for your ancestors. Take some gin, some rum, and pour it and give them honor, okay? Because, or you could put some food aside for them out of the food that you're eating. A man who does not respect his own mother is absolutely no good. So, Spirit is saying that, you may have challenges with your mother, and mothers are not perfect, okay? There are some really horrible mothers. There are people that should not have been mothers, okay? Spirit is saying that if you are a feminine energy and you're dealing with a masculine, kind of identify what his relationship is with his mother, because that could also impact how he deals with you, okay? There may be some unresolved issues, some trauma as it relates to a man and his mother, okay? If you are a masculine and this is, you had challenges with your mother, light a white candle and dedicate a prayer, and ask God, the universe, the spirits to, help your mom, find her way. Because, parents can be lost too. Okay, birds of a feather flock together. Okay, so Spirit is saying that you could be hanging out with people who have similar experiences or do things like you. And Spirit is also talking about one man's trash is another man's treasure. So if you are a masculine and you discarded someone, as far as a relationship, someone is going to pick that person up and it's going to be a treasure to them, okay? But also too, if someone mistreated you, they treated you terribly, whatever, you're going to come across someone that's going to treat you better. All right. Spirit is saying only you can make me happy. This was a song by Surface, like I guess in the 1980s. And Spirit is saying, like, this person was heaven sent. Okay, this was your earth angel, or this person is your earth angel. Okay, and Spirit is saying that this person can make you happy, bring you happiness, or you are the person that can bring this person happiness, okay? There's a very special connection between you and this person. You got to be careful, because Spirit is saying that either you or someone that's in your energy is digging their grave. They're digging their grave too, or digging their own grave. Okay, it's something that they're doing, something that they're eating, something that they're using, that is causing them to approach ceasing to live early. Okay, and so look, I don't think anyone wants to die early. Okay, but Spirit is saying that someone is doing something, to hasten their death. Okay, and they're crossing over. Okay, and so Spirit is, if that's you, kind of like review what's going on in your life, what you're eating, what you're doing, okay, and try to like reconfigure that, okay. Spirit saying every shut eye ain't asleep. So you think someone's sleeping, they're not sleeping. There are people that are watching you. Spirit is saying that people are watching you, or Spirit is saying that people think that you are not watching, but you are watching. You got your eyes open, okay. And so Spirit is saying that someone's got their eyes, someone is being watched, okay. And so I don't know if that's person to person, or if it's like government officials watching. Okay, you take it as it applies, but Spirit is saying be very careful, okay. And we're almost finished with this reading. Your reading, the Scorpio reading, has gone extremely long. Okay, Spirit is talking about Tell me whom you love, and I'll tell you who you are. Okay. So, Spirit is saying that, who you have an intimate relationship with, and intimate meaning not just sexual intimacy, but this emotional intimacy, is spiritual intimacy. This is gonna kind of reflect on who you are as a person. If you are in love or in a relationship with an abusive person, and you take all of that abuse, they're hitting you, they're neglecting you, they're verbally abusing you, okay, you got to really reflect on what it is about you that you are taking that abuse. Okay. So, or yeah, so Spirit is wanting you to again review and take a look at, take inventory of the relationships that you have in your life. Okay. And Spirit is saying, finally, sleeping with the enemy. Someone is sleeping with the enemy. So Spirit is saying that you got to be very careful with the people that you deal with, okay? Because one of those people could be the enemy. This enemy could sabotage your whole operation, your whole business, your whole life, okay? They could be an enemy in trying to steal ideas. They could be an enemy in causing you to miss out on opportunities. They could be an enemy and they could make you sick, okay? One of the cards that came up, oh, okay, here we go. One of the cards that came up was saying that, being intimate with this person, being having sex with this person is going to make you sick, okay? So if it's not going to bring physical sickness like HIV, herpes, any kind of STD, it could be that they have some spiritual entity on them that could attach to you and make you very sick, cause you to kind of lose focus, to be a little, feel a little chaotic, okay, bring you bad luck, problems sleeping. So Spirit is saying you got to watch who you lay down with. Spirit is saying that scandal is coming. Okay, so it talks about there's a baby, could be pregnancy, there could be scandal around this baby, there could be scandal around something. Okay, and Spirit is also mentioning again, karma is gonna hit horrible. So if you mistreated someone or someone mistreated you, karma is coming and they're going to get it, okay? You may witness the karma or may not witness the karma, but Spirit is saying karma is coming back around, okay? You know, um, okay, so Spirit is saying that there's a challenge with the father energy. So they're saying that, this is for the people that apply, that something is going on with the father, okay? And a candle, you should light a candle and ask the divine, ask the spirits, the ancestors, the universe to help your father with going through whatever he's going through, okay? If you don't talk to your parents, still pray for the father, okay? And pray that they have a heart, pray that they, forgive, they have sensitivity, okay? Pray for those things. Pray for what you would like in a father that this father was not to you, okay? But if you have a good connection with your father, a lot of times parents don't like to tell us that they're going through health issues or, emotional issues, psychological challenges and all that. Spirit saying your father needs prayers, okay? You are being used and taken advantage of. Spirit is saying that someone is using you, okay? They're using you. They could be using you as a vehicle to, get to another place, another level. They could be using you as a horse, riding you, not riding you like physically, but using you in that way, to get what it is that they need, okay? Look, I got this card twice, okay? In the same card throw. Someone close to you cannot be trusted. Spirit is saying that someone you are dealing with right now, that is in your energy right now, cannot be trusted, okay? I would definitely be looking at people's side eye. Don't make it obvious. Listen to what they say. Listen to and watch how they are around other people when they are with you. Okay, because Spirit is saying that there's something that's going to be a little off, a little weird about an interaction or some words that are said. Okay, Spirit is saying again, there's dark magic, there's brujeria, there's witchcraft, there's OBL, whatever you want to call it. Spirit is saying that there's this thread, this energy happening. Okay, it could be as it relates to some kind of curse that was placed on your bloodline, your family line, either before you were born or, at your birth, or it could be someone that's wishing ill. Okay, Spirit is talking about that. And, again, someone can't be trusted in your friend group. Spirit is saying that you have a tremendous connection with plants, with herbs. Okay, you can talk to the herbs. Sorry, there's a fly. So that's a confirmation. Spirit is saying you can talk to the plants. The plants are gonna listen. You have such a green thumb. And if you do not have plants, you should get some plants and start to cultivate a relationship. Plants are alive. They have a life force. They heal, okay? All of the medications of the world are based on a plant. Okay? They're based on the chemistry, the biochemical principles of that plant. All right, and so Spirit is saying you have to build a connection with plants. Okay, and your ancestors want acknowledgement. You could take a little bit of food and put it on a plate and say, I dedicate this to you, ancestors, and not 3 times. And that's all you got to do. It doesn't have to be a big production. Spirit saying that someone either that you dealt with or someone that you are dealing with or going to deal with is going to be your divine love. This is going to be the love of a lifetime for you. So Spirit is saying that you are on the right path. You got to stay focused. Do not doubt yourself. But Spirit is saying that there is someone special that is your divine love. And you will know it's divine. You will know it's divine. Trust me. This has been your reading, Scorpio, for August 2024. If you have any questions, you can email me at ayabaswind, WYND999 at gmail.com, or you can DM me at ayabaswind on IG. And if you're feeling really generous and any of this resonated with you, you can gift me a little something at cash.me/$Ayabaswind, WYND. Ciao.